Okay, so one Coke away from each other. Real Magic extended version. What is this? Okay, so this is a video that has garnered 47,000 dislikes. Now, let me tell you, let's discover the newest Coca-Cola story, an epic tale at the crossroads of worlds, where a fearless warrior and a young gamer will pave the way to a new dawn and change the course of history and unveil the true meaning of magic. Okay. So, what is this? Coca-Cola are a very, very well-known brand. I think if you were to ask everybody, have you heard of Coca-Cola? They'd probably say yes. It reminds me, as many other people have said, about that old trivia question. I don't know if it's a trivia question around the world or it's just something that English people say to each other, but there's always that trivia question that's like, if you could take a bottle, a product anywhere around the world or however it's worded and show it to anyone, what is the one product that is always going to be recognized? Is it like the Bible? Is it this and that? No, it's a bottle of Coca-Cola. So a huge brand with infinite reach, infinite pockets of money, and all the time in the world to delve into the world of esports. So the world of esports, for those that don't know, is effectively people playing games professionally for a living. Now, 5 to 6 years ago, it was getting there. 10 years ago, it wasn't really a thing. I used to sit and wake up and watch Brood War, GSL, you know, and I used to watch the old games and enjoy myself on a bit of Justin TV, but wasn't mainstream. Nowadays, I think it's fair to say that esports, competitive video gaming, is very much mainstream. It's been on TV. It's topped Super Bowl numbers, huge prize pools, salarized players, leagues. It's real. It's here. So Coca-Cola, with all of their infinite money and all of their infinite wisdom and hiring anyone in the world, because let's be honest, anyone would want to work for Coca-Cola, given the you know, let's just say most people would happily work for Coca-Cola. So they came up with a way to get into esports, right? And their way to get into esports is to basically create one of those famous Coca-Cola adverts. So we've set the scene. Coca-Cola, enormous company. Esports, a huge, massive thing that is here to stay. And by now, there are so many people that are so well embedded in esports that if you were to hand them, we're talking Coca-Cola money, we're talking big bucks, they would knock this out of the park. They would have all the ideas, all of the connections, and because they're involved in the scene, they understand what people want. Now, this coincides with my recent video, which I just did yesterday, about AAA games and that goddamn awful Ghost Recon game. If you want to have a check of that, do so. There'll be a link in the description. But people are becoming less and less connected, even though we live in a time where people can be more and more connected. So we are now going to play the Coca-Cola epic tale about how one Coke... well, I won't spoil the punchline, but how we are always one Coke away from each other. So let's have a look at the mighty power of Coca-Cola advertising. And as you can see here, we're going into the scene here. Now, just to note, Raid Shadow Legends, again, fitting in here. Everything's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. We've got the clicky-clacky keyboards. We've got the gamer headsets on. And here is the orc powering through. He's powering through in the crowd in full cosplay. He's looking gamery. I'm a gamer. Here's a diverse crowd of people loving it with a diverse casting. And everyone is just having such a good time except one of the players. One of the players his orc is weak. He doesn't know what to do. He's in the tournament of his life. The world is watching. What is he going to do? He's going to reach into his Coca Cola fridge, because remember, nothing says bringing the world together than consume our product, please. Buy our product, consume us. Here we go. So he's going to take the Coca-Cola. The orc is weak. Pops that fresh Coca-Cola open. And everything flashes before his eyes. And suddenly he rises. Has the Coke given him the energy to turn this esports event around? Is he going to win it for his team due to the power of Coca-Cola? Tension's building here. Hold on a minute. The crazily diverse crowd is beginning to sense something. We've got a Twitch stream on the screen with 532,000 viewers. Like, we have a fake, like, of all the things that they could have set up. Like, think about this. You have infinite money. You've faked the Twitch UI. And you've got that a solo streamer is spectating this tournament with 532,000. Did you see this? Or is my PC dead? For real. The end is near. Screenshot it. Not clip it. Screenshot it. This is nuts. I smell a secret smash move. Oh no. Global audience is beginning to witness something. Everyone's putting their weapons down. And they're cheering together. They're ending the tournament. They're backing out. It's world peace. World peace has been solved. Everyone has been united through the power of Coca-Cola. Everything is healed. And the world is perfect. Because one esports gamer playing an ogre drank a Coca-Cola. And we are one Coke away from each other. I mean, honestly. We even, if we want to go full politically incorrect wokeness, you could even argue that the esports player is, I don't know the technical term, but we've got the the nails, the rings. It's like is it the androgynous look or the, you can't tell. You could argue that, you know, if we want to go down that route, because someone doesn't want to look too masculine or too feminine, because that might offend somebody. But I tell you what isn't offensive is claiming that a singular Coca-Cola can cure world peace. And that is the advert that they decided to make their entrance into esports with. Not that a Coca-Cola got the low-powered orc down and charged him up to full HP, and he turned the battle, or she turned the battle, and we won the game. No. It is that everyone put down their arms and the world was changed. Now, here's what's unbelievably fucking stupid about this, apart from everything else that I've mentioned, really, is this is esports, right? And this is a big tournament. And let's be honest, what's happened here is to advertise Coca-Cola, the player that has gone ahead and taken that drink and taken that sweet sip of that Coke has actually gone ahead and exited the tournament and ended the entire tournament and cost all of the sponsors millions of dollars, cost his team, cost their team millions of dollars. They'll probably be fired and reprimanded after the show's ended. But, you know, a Coca-Cola apparently can change the world because we're all one Coke away from each other. I mean, is there nothing more sickly than a company that let's be honest, think of all of the stuff Coca-Cola have done that's shady and immoral in their past. Is there nothing more sickening than simply saying that, hey, we're coming into esports, completely misjudging what esports is about, and somehow spinning it that Coca-Cola brings world peace? They might even get away with it, like I say, if it was Coca-Cola's powered them up, it's made the player perform really well, and at the end, the people are going, how did you do it? How did you spin that fight? How did you turn that fight? And then they're all having a glass of Coke, they're all having a bottle of Coke, and they're having a wink, and they're like, yeah, through the power of Coke, I turned this battle. But what actually happened was, we will no longer fight. So, due to having a Coca-Cola, not only did they sort of destroy their own product, but they also destroyed the entirety of esports. So yeah, that is the state that we're in right now. That even massive AAA games and AAA companies, they're seeing that there is a piece of the pie. And I think the top comment from Falk Ebert, or Abert, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, sums it up. I appreciate the effort that went into this TV spot. Not only all the CGI budget, but also how they went through the great lengths to not involve anybody who has the slightest clue about gaming. Because anyone that has the slightest clue about gaming would realize how unbelievably stupid this is to sell your product by saying, by the way, if you drink Coke, you'll end esports. That is the way they're trying to attract the gamer market. So, yeah, it's like he says, this ad becomes even worse when you know that Bobby freaking Kotick, the CEO of Blizzard, is the board member of Coca-Cola. Moral of the story, drink Coca-Cola, give up your teammates, especially in the middle of an esports event. So, there it is. You know, need I say more? If you want to see more takes and interactions and videos like this, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. That's all I've got to say, really. Pretty baffling.